I'm back. I'm back. I am back. Thank you for listening. This is Roblo19. I told you I was going to do a part two, but I gotta be a little quiet though. Okay, so I want to shout out to my subscribers. And yeah, yeah. I got a massager on my back now. Oh, it feels so good. Let me see. So let me start off with saying I want to shout out to my queen, Nikki, for her bravery and speaking out about this, her drama, the whole thing with Rock Nation. And as long as I've been a fan of the queen and been around, like, knowing what's been around the music industry, the way she gets treated is I've never, ever seen or heard anybody get treated the way Nikki has been getting treated. Like, for real, you know? And it's crazy how men can feel like they go online and say anything disrespectful to the queen. Like, how dare y'all? Let's a human being. She's a mom, a wife, somebody's sister, auntie, a daughter. And the way y'all think it's okay? Nah. You have somebody here threatening people's lives, wishing death on people, and y'all can't seem to come around and say something about it. And this girl ain't even black, saying the N word nonstop like it's okay. But when somebody's out here talking about her livelihood and how she's been mistreated by a soulless person, and now you don't got something to say, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm starting to think like the whole hatred with the queen. I wonder if these are the same people that's behind it the whole time. Like, for real. Like, it's starting to look like it's been them the whole time. It has been them the whole time. And she was at a concert, talking about number 11, right? She was at a concert, one of her Beyonce's concert in Paris. And she was there. Why? Why? Is that a sign? To me, I think she's tied to it. They've been behind the whole Nikki hate train. And number 11, they're all in it. They're all in it. They're all in it. Behind the scenes, trying to bother the queen. So I'm gonna pray for her. I'm gonna pray for her family. Okay. And yeah. So oh, Colleen Kaepernick's okay, so her name is Nessa. Yeah. It's funny. I used to think she didn't like Nikki back in the day. I don't know. It was like the way she talked about Nikki. I don't know, but I think that she, maybe I was just reaching. But yeah, but She has a video out of her actually speaking on like what happened, being with Colin. Check it out. It's on like everywhere. You can go on Google, Yahoo, you know, Tasha K Live. Yeah, you can. It's everywhere. You can go on her Twitter, Instagram. So her name is Nessa Dave. I don't know her, but yeah, she's really pretty. But yeah, she speaks on what's been happening. And I didn't even know she spoke about this a long time ago. Yeah, I didn't know about that till now. So shout out to her for speaking up. Yes. Baby, welcome to the party. Color weaving and making was being, that's how you act like the best part. Baby, welcome to the party. He want to party with Barbie. Whoop. Okay, so I just be playing. Okay, so let's go ahead with this Housewives, but I just want to like put a little insight. I mean, not insight, but put my little opinion on what's been going on with the Queen. So yeah. So let's get on with this Housewives reunion. Part one, continue review. Simon says Simon says it's a reunion mess. Still is. Okay, so I think I left off with the whole Portia and Shamia not knowing about Simon and introducing her saying she didn't introduce Portia to Simon. And I want to know. Okay, so there's still so Portia denied it that Shamia didn't introduce. And let me see. Okay, so let's move on with the whole Drew thing and Portia's storyline with her baby daddy and her talking about saying that it was a tax. Um, where her baby daddy, um, Drew was hitting on him and wanted to sleep with him for recording and stuff. I'm like, I knew it was all made up. Portia, you wanted to have a storyline. You know that was not real. You know Ralph, I mean, that's Drew's husband. I mean, Ralph and, what's his name? Simon and, Dennis. Come on now. Different type girl. It was obvious that was a lie. Simon says you have no storyline, Portia. That's what Drew said. Mm-mm. Drew said she was trying not to be disrespectful, and that was all about business. And Portia was asked about the text. There's no text. It was all made up. Andy asked Portia if she was trying to be petty by asking Ralph, by with the whole scene with Ralph, and she said, yeah, she was being petty. You know, she was in the fight mode. It wasn't right. And she wanted to apologize to Portia. Drew said she prayed about it, that because they were friends. Drew called Portia, last season and stuff. I think it was. Was it last season? Don't quote me. But yeah, but Drew mentioned like how Portia was, she was talking to Portia when they were doing the filming and she was her friend, so she knew she was praying that they would talk it out and stuff. So, in which they did. Portia, I thought I heard something. Um, yeah. You know what? Let me go back. Actually, no. Let's continue. I was gonna say something else. So, oh yeah, Portia came over and hugged Drew, and so now they're cool. Because Portia said, was it right? Yeah, they're not cool. Let's put, yeah, they're cool, but I don't think they'll ever get back to where they was before. You know, Drew is busy doing things, and so is Portia. But I think they've moved past it. But I don't think they're gonna be friends, again like that. So okay, so let's move on with Brett. Andy asked Kelly how her and Brett, and Kelly was like, "Yeah, they're not cool anymore." She helped her with the whole Kenyan thing by spending, what was it, $5,000 on IVs. Girl, you was being a good friend to Brett, and she felt like her friendship with Brett wasn't returned back to her. And Brett probably used her. That's all. I believe it. And what else did they talk about? Oh yeah, Andy asked Portia what happened. If she knows anything. If Brett said something about the friendship with um, Kelly, Portia said that Brett mentioned Kelly being jealous of her, and Kelly's like, I had no reason to be jealous of that girl. I have no reason. She has nothing that I want, which I believe it. But Brett is pretty, so like certain things that she's gonna wear is just gonna look better on her than you. So I still feel like there was a little bit jealousy there. So, but Kelly said that it was just only, the whole glam team she's been having it for so long. She only wanted, it was only temporary. But why didn't he tell Bray that he was going to be temporary, Kelly? He should have been like, okay, we're only going to do it for a little bit, and then we're going to stop. You didn't give her the heads up. So I'm just saying. Um, the whole alliance thing, Portia says that Bray told her it was supposed to be this alliance thing between Shamia, Kelly, her, and Bray, right? And they were supposed to take down Portia. Like, what? I don't know if I believe that. Shamia was asking about it. She was like, Portia was in it. This whole alliance thing. Are we in high school? The fuck? Alliance. Portia denies it. She said there's a bad history with alliance, and so she don't do that. So I'm like, I don't know. Andy asked, why wasn't Angela in it? Was she not young? Lord. They say, Jamia said that Angela had Drew, which was true. But still, come on now. Alliance? Okay. Um, let me see. I'm reading over my notes. Oh yeah, the whole thing, the last episode, Andy asked about that. Um, like the whole thing that Britt said that Kelly did when she was in relationships and stuff. And to this day, Kelly denied it. She said it never happened. She had her tubes tied after having, twins that had inherited that. I forgot what it was called. I forgot, but her twins have inherited like some type of genetic disease that they're gonna have for the rest of their life. So that's what Kelly's dealing with. So she said after she had them, she had her tube size off. Yeah. Okay. So next is, I think Andy asked Kelly if she's officially divorced, and she says, "Yay, I am officially divorced." Um, she also talks about that pink dog. She spends thousands on that dog. I'm like, girl. Andy jokes that maybe she should be spending money on opening up another restaurant. I would love to go eat at Kelly's, one of Kelly's. I say one of. Don't she, did she have one or two? Yeah, I would love to visit to try her food. Shoot, I love some chicken and waffles. What? Sweet and salty. Are you what? I love that combo. Okay, so she talks about Mrs. Kelly talks about she still has security for her ex-husband. Um, I think I remember Borgia saying that did she have security on the show, but it was only for the girls. But then she accused Kelly of just having it, like she don't really need the security, but she just having it to like kind of show off. And I'm like, girl, Portia, like you really think she's doing that? Come on, this girl has four girls. In my opinion, I think Kelly's doing it. And she's doing it for the right reason. She's scared of her ex-husband, So yeah, this is all bread. That's what I'm saying. Like Portia, you know everything else, but you don't know that bread was not gonna come on the show. Okay. And he asked if Brid will ever be friends with Kelly again. I mean, yeah, Kelly will ever be friends with Brid. She's like, no, it ain't happening. Oh yeah, if security was for the show, that's what Portia was accusing Kelly, and I don't think it was. Mm-mm. Do y'all know how short Kelly is? She's like 4'1", I think. Okay, so the next scene is, I think, is Angela. She's next. With the whole Phaedra thing, making it up, and Angela felt some type of way about it because Portia, well, the whole meeting, the last episode where Angela confronted Phaedra about it, and Portia was saying like it wasn't real. She didn't think it came from Phaedra. But how do you know that? How do you know it didn't come from Phaedra? Because you're friends with Phaedra, but with the history that Phaedra has, they don't think. I don't know. But Angela didn't like that, especially as a married woman, of what she's going through. So yeah, Angela was looking at Portia sideways about it. I would be too, girl. Mm-mm. Yeah, and Kelly makes the point about her, with the whole Angela and the whole made up a baby thing. Kelly felt bad about it. She felt bad about supporting it, and it was all for a storyline. So I'm glad that Kelly said that. She felt bad about it. So shout out to you, Kelly. Still was shady though. Does he know about that baby though? Isn't that what you said, Kelly? Yeah, Shamia too. She was supporting all that mess, girl. I think Portia was behind it. hmm Portia and Shamia. Yeah, y'all were the head leaders of this so-called alliance. All right, so I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna do another review of this, and I think, yeah, I'm gonna continue on with another review. And thank you for listening. I need to finish watching. So, yes, thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Um, yeah, shout out to my barbs and shout out to the housewives, everybody. Portia, Shamia, Drew, Angela. Angela, she look good. She has a great body. But I'm starting to think, like the neck area, I think that's what kind of makes her look a little like she's older than what she looks. And that's what the problem is the neck area. I don't know. But she looks good though. She looks good. Britt, I still wish she was on this reunion. Yes, okay. Alright, love you. Bye. Thank you for listening. Comment, like, and subscribe. Alright, thank you. Peace. I'm saying peace now. What? Okay, bye.